Hello and welcome back to our Final Fantasy X HD Platinum walkthrough. We are of course now in Zanarkand in the final chapter of Tidus's story. So, what we basically have to do now is walk along a long path with... It's totally linear. I mean, you can double back on yourself and go under the path a couple of times to get items, but it's a very simple area. Most of the enemies for now are just the enemies we were fighting inside the Mount Gagazet caves, so I'm not going to show them. It's just mandragoras, ogres, not even behemoths. So, you know, the Araman, that quad horn thing, simple enemies, nothing to worry about. The Dark Flans didn't follow us down here, just simple enemies. So we're doing some sphere grid, nothing amazing happening here. I've still got characters waiting on those level 3 key spheres, and we're actually going to get our first level 3 key spheres in this episode, this video, this part of the guide. But I'm also going to show you the enemy that drops them, because that's here. Well, it's in the next part of Zanarkand, but it's all in this video.
Looks like the far plane.
It does look like the far plane. Waka. Ah, yes. Close enough. Thanks for explaining, Warren. Alright. So, continue along the path. Don't worry. It's very hard to miss any of the items along here. Just keep your health topped up, because, you know, the enemies here, in this area, like I said, their name is the Gagazet Cave, so you've already fought them, you know what they're capable of. There's a chest around there, one of the few offshoots of the path. So it's a spiritual targe, which is good. I have to pick something to drop because my inventory's full. So I'll just get rid of some basic gear like that Moogle. That's fine. What are we doing there? A high potion? Yeah. More sphere grid. Accidentally almost moved you in the back 4 steps, which would be annoying. Get her some more MP. Very nice, very handy. Yeah, nothing else happening there. Okay. So, I mean, you know the enemies, so you know they have a lot of health. So, although it took me, what, 2 minutes to walk through that, it'll probably take about 15 with the battles left in. We'll save here. I didn't edit this out. I thought I caught them all, but I missed that one. Oh well. So now we're going to enter the dome. The Zanarkand dome.
Journeyer of the long
Talk to this
road,
ghost first.
Name yourself.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
You must answer my questions 3.
Show me the long
What
road
is your
you
favorite?
have traveled.
Kala.
Very good.
No.
You have journeyed well. Lady
Woo!
Unaleska will surely welcome your arrival.
I'm sure she will.
Go to her now and bring your guardians with you. Go.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ghost. He's fading away. Okay. So now we enter the dome, which is like the far plane. I think we'll get a little explanation there in a short time. There we go. Ghost.
If it might benefit the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life.
Small
it is the highest honor for which a
guardian
guardian
there.
might ask. Use my
Alright.
life, Lady Yoken, and rid Spira of sin.
What the devil is she talking about? What does that mean?
What was that?
Our predecessors.
I see. Thank you for explaining,
said
Lauren.
Lady Yoken, didn't she? Wait,
She did.
She
Lady
guarded
Yoken.
High Summoner Yoken?
This dome is filled with fireflies. It's like one gigantic sphere. People's thoughts remain here forever.
So, our spheres, do they have a firefly inside them? Is that how they work? I don't know. don't know, it makes no sense. So this here is a Defender Z. These are the guys that can drop level 3 key spheres as a rare drop, which means they have a very low percentage chance of dropping them. However, they do normally drop level 2 key spheres. So I grind these guys out. There'll be a break in the video where I took about an hour to grind these guys. I didn't get a single level 3 key sphere. And then I got one after I'd given up and was just continuing on. So that's the way it goes. However, I did get a ton of level 2 key spheres. They're easy enough to overkill as long as you can do 10,000 damage with somebody's overdrive, because they've got so much health you can build up an overdrive fighting them. Power break doesn't work, as you saw. Armor break, I don't think you need it. However, mental break works great. So if it comes to it, and you've given Yuna level 3 black magics, with mental break you might be able to overkill with Fundaga or a Waterga or whatever. And they do a lot of damage, but you can cheese them the same way we cheese Defender X. Use Provoke, and he'll just use Blast Punch on Tidus over and over again and be unable to kill him. So they're easy. You can farm them. They're very common in that initial area of the second part of Zanarkand, you know, just where we are now. Further on, you tend to fight warrior monks a bit more than defenders, but yeah, it's not so bad. There's a save sphere nearby, so it's an easy place to grind. But you need luck on your side because it is a low chance of dropping level 3 key spheres. So there's Holy. Holy's a good spell for Yuna. We'll get that soon. You can see we're right near the end of everybody's grid. So yeah, you want to head up there. You can kind of double yourself back around. It's easy enough. Get 10,000 gil. Certainly won't say no to that. So here are some warrior monks. They're zombies, but other than that, and a little bit more damage, they're almost identical to the warrior monks in Bevel. So fight them the same way. Take out the flamethrower guy first, and then the musketeers aren't so dangerous. Right. That's all I got to say on that matter. We're sphere gridding, heading back along the path. The area looks complicated because very few, you know, it's still just a path. Alright, those robots are back. Again, they're a little bit stronger. They can still thrust kick you out of the fight, so be careful. But they're not too dangerous. Here's our save sphere, but we have to have a fight first. So the background robots are back as well. Once again, you have to hit them with Waka or spells or kill the guys in front of them. They're not so bad. That's all the enemies here in the dome. Because you can cheese Defender Z so easily, or Defender Z if you prefer, so easily, there's nothing really threatening here. So yeah, by the way, I want to save. Take an hour of grinding, come back. So you see I got a lot of, well, I got a few sphere levels for Waka and that. So we'll just go along here. Didn't get a single level 3 key sphere. Was pretty annoyed, gotta tell you. But they can definitely drop them. Take my word for it. So this one I said, screw it. There's a bunch of hard bosses coming up. I can't sit here, you know, 13 levels behind forever. So I'm gonna move along. So we're gonna move Riku along. You know, she's not that important anyway. But we're very close to learning Bribe, which is a very handy ability later on when it comes to customizing moves, and also when it comes to getting level 3 key spheres, because there are enemies we can bribe for them as well. But for now, let's just learn Bribe, and you'll see we're right beside a level 3 key sphere, which leads into Lulu's sphere grid, because we've finished Riku's. So we're going to move Orin on now as well. Even though that ability above, behind the lock, is zombie attack. And we definitely want to get that at some point, because it's very useful against the last boss of the game. But we don't need it just yet. So, don't worry about it now, but try to remember to come back for it. It's up to you really. You could, we're going to get a level 3 key sphere out of a chest in a second, so I'm using it to move Orin into Tidus' grid to make him a bit faster. It would be up to you. You could use it to get zombie attack now. Doesn't matter. We'll get some more level 3 key spheres as time goes on, before we go anywhere near the last boss. Because I've got some side quests to do before then. So don't worry. I'm moving Lulu on, because I feel like she's started to fall behind, and there's a lot of magic spheres and stuff here. Magic defense, magic attack, so on. So we move on, we'll catch up with Kamari. Overtake Kamari, actually. But not by much. And there's Flare, just beyond our reach. That's the last node on Lulu's sphere grid. Good spell. Not exactly Ultima, but still a good spell. Yes. So there we go. Moving on.
No! Mother, no! I don't want you to become a fave!
Seymour was here as a
There's
baby
no
for
other
some
way.
reason.
Use me
I don't
and
know why.
defeat sin.
His mother
Only
became a
then
faith.
Will the people accept you?
I don't
So-
care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else!
So his mother is a
I
summon,
don't
an Aeon.
have much time
way.
left.
She's got cancer or
Wasn't that-
something, she's dying.
Seymour?
She doesn't have much time left anyway, whatever that means. So anyway, maybe that's why Seymour is such a jerk now. He's got mommy issues, I don't know. So we actually want to double back because there's a chest. So down along here, open it up. Friend sphere. So we don't need the level 3 key spheres as such, because we can use teleport spheres, friend spheres, so on, to move ourselves along to other people's sphere grids. And, you know, like backwards if you like. So we can keep getting stats up, but, you know, we can't make a straight path through. So we cross there.
Hey, Braska, you don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I
That was
haven't.
it. I've been planning that speech for weeks.
Let us go
Hey,
back.
Braska, you don't have
I
to
don't
do
wanna see
this.
Die? You knew
Ah.
this was to happen, my friend. Yes, but I cannot accept it.
Young Orin, full of feelings.
Oren, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand.
His robe is really cool looking. Lord Braska's robe. So anyway, the level 3 key sphere in the chest. Oh, it's just down here. So follow the path down. Open the chest. Boosh! Now we can proceed through the sphere grid. It's a miracle. Okay. So since Orange still got so many sphere levels, I'm going to move him into Tidus's grid. Ooh, this was a decision for me because I didn't know. I was like, do I want to use it for Yuna? Do I want to use it for somebody else to get them out of their grid? To get them somewhere interesting? Like, Tidus leads into Yuna. Like, I don't see the point of that. Waka leads into Orin, which is very good. Makes Waka very strong. But, yeah. We'll move Orin along. Tidus has some strength spheres, but he's got mostly agility and accuracy, which are, well, not so much accuracy, but agility, which is very handy. I was also thinking, you know, I can teleport him into Waka's, use all those strength spheres Waka has, but no. We're gonna move him along. So, let's use it. There it is, I've got 3 of them, because that battle that I just skipped was a Defender's Ed, who I overkilled, and he dropped 2 level 3 key spheres. So my hour of grinding was pointless, but I still got it. Zombie attack is accessible by that level 4 lock as well as the level 3. So that's interesting. That's another way to get it, which I didn't notice when I was playing the first time through. But I've noticed it now, and at time of recording this, I haven't recorded much further in the game, so I might double back and get that. I think I have a level 4 key sphere somewhere lying around. They're more common than the level 3s for some reason. But anyway, trying to decide whereabouts to head Tidus is great here. But generally, you know, pick up any stats you want at this point. Because you got Orin to his maximum Orinicity. So now we can just start building them up with whatever seems appropriate. So heading back up onto the path. More fights. More sphere grid. So I double back there. Can't remember why. I must have had a good reason. Because I've always got a good reason. Yes. Cure ourselves up. Don't worry about your MP, there's another save point coming up. Right through here. We get another vision, or memory, or whatever, of Lord Braska's team. So there they are running up the stairs ahead of us. But let's open this chest here. You really can't miss that one. Luck sphere, very nice. Not a fortune sphere. But you know, you can make a luck note and come back to it later. I wouldn't do it that way if I were you, but still good.
Are the trials ahead?
They are.
Probably.
In fact, we will be doing those trials in the next video.
Break.
They're easy.
I was expecting.
But there's a boss involved, which is a little different from usual. And we can't get the destruction sphere until much, well, not much later, but a little bit later on. So, yeah. Stay tuned, and we'll tackle the Zanarkand trials in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely weekend.